Hey maker, today I'm going to head over to my girlfriend Mindy's house so she can teach us how to make her gorgeous epoxy-filled lasered earrings. I've been wanting to learn how to do these for a while, but I feel like I have to learn from the one and only, the master, Mindy over at Made by Mindy G. Mindy's actually the reason I even got my hands on a laser. I saw her work and I was like, oh, how are you doing that? It's really been her influence and her guidance and her mentorship that has helped me find creative limits that I didn't even know I had. So today we're gonna learn from one of my favorite makers. Let's go. But first,
I made you some cafecito, Mindy. Besitos. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go surprise her.
Hey, Anne, welcome. Come on in.
Okay, so we've had our cafecito, and Mindy's got her huge display here. I love her story with these earrings. Can you give us a little bit of the backstory? What happened with these?
Yeah, they kind of took on a life of their own. When I bought my glow forge, I was trying to find my little niche, and I invite everyone to find their own niche. This was mine.
So this was this was like the first project you did?
Yes, this was one of the first projects I did. As I taught myself how to do the epoxy. I watched lots of tutorials. By trial and error, I learned how to do it. And they just kind of took off. I started making the epoxy earrings, and within, I don't know, 2 months, I think I sold enough earrings that I paid off my glow forge.
You did?
Yes, and all the stuff that I've made on my glow forge has helped me get a Mirror 9.
Ah! Oh my gosh! So you paid off this beauty.
I sure did.
In 2 months.
I think probably about 3, maybe.
That's pretty impressive, Mindy.
Yes.
Okay, and these, now we're not making these, but these are acrylic, right?
Yeah, you can obviously do acrylic. This beautiful frosted acrylic came from Amanda at Cerulean Tides. I love her.
I know, we love her.
Her great frosted. I have some of her teal.
Okay.
So that all came from Amanda.
And then these, now you were telling me you have a specific wood you like for the earrings.
These are some of the, obviously the finished product. We'll show you some more later, but this is, I like to use the proof grade finished wood, hardwood from Glowforge.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's already finished, and it's masked on both sides. This is the walnut.
Okay, what's this one here?
Obviously, you know, there's different shades of it because it's natural wood. It's going to look darker in some.
Okay.
So walnut, this is the maple.
All right, nice.
This is cherry.
Oh, that's pretty.
I don't think I have anything else in cherry right now.
Okay, so you're going to show us how to make some of these, aren't you?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Today, the sample of the earring that Emily and I are going to make is coming from a great design shop on Etsy. It's called Lobo Design Shop.
I love her.
Yeah, Heather's great. She has some really great designs. And there's our little pieces.
Yeah. All right, let's go make some earrings.
Let's go. First, I'm going to start out with the supplies that I use. I get the Amazing Cast Clear Cast, and obviously I get it at Hobby Lobby. It's just basically a 2-part epoxy. You'll see me mix it up later. But this is what I like best. It's easy. These are the mica powders that I use. They come from Mad Micas. This is called the Full Monty set. It's basically one of each. It's like 80 different colors.
And why do you like this one better?
Well, the first time I ever used epoxy pigments, or mica pigments, I'm sorry, I bought them from Amazon. And although they were great and they came quick, there's no names on it. So if you like a specific color, you can't go back and reorder it. Like here, this is called Banana Split. If I love this specific color of yellow, I can go right back to Mad Micas and I can order some more Banana Split.
So wait, when you get it on Amazon, it doesn't say the color?
It doesn't say the color, it just comes in a baggie. And I have tried to go back to the same seller and buy another multi-pack, and it's never the same colors.
Okay, cool. All right, so you like this one.
I love Mad Micas.
Mad Micas.
Plus they're local, they're in South Florida, so I like that as well.
Nice.
If you watch other tutorials online, they'll take painter's tape, they'll take clear tape, and they'll tape on the back of the earrings. You'll see that better when we go, you know, live demo. But that leaves lines and it leaves marks, and I'm pretty OCD. I like it to be perfectly clear. So I like to use acetate.
What is that?
Back in the old days, in school, if you ever had a projector, the teachers would put this up and they'd write on it with marker and it would project on the screen. So all it's called is acetate or transparency film. I get mine at Office Depot. It's like 38 cents a sheet.
Perfect.
It's dirty now because it's set down. And what I like to do is I like to cut it ahead of time. So I have all my pieces already cut, and you'll see more of how we use it when we go hands-on.
Awesome.
All right, and then when I mix my epoxy, I just use little medicine cups that I get on Amazon. I get like 1,000 of them for $8, and then I get popsicle sticks. I use 2 different sizes.
Those are teeny tiny.
Yeah, this is the size that I usually use, just traditional ones to actually mix the epoxy. But I find that these work great. They have a really nice tip on the end, and like again, you'll see later when we go hands-on how important that is.
Okay. Are we ready? Are we gonna mix
Yeah,
that?
all we need to do now, Emily, you're gonna make a pair, I'm gonna make a pair, so why don't you pick out a color?
Okay, let's see. Look at, you have all these options here.
It's amazing.
I love it. Okay, I wanna do teal. Can we do
Okay.
teal? That looks pretty.
Tahitian teal, that's a gorgeous color.
Okay.
Greens and blues are my favorite.
Which one are you gonna do?
I don't know, let's do, I'll do a pink.
Ooh, hot lips.
I'm gonna actually do a color. I'm gonna do a color called Flirt.
Okay, I like it. Let's do it.
One thing that we're gonna do is we use some spray adhesive. I like to use Loctite.
Okay.
And that's important to make your earrings adhere to the transparency tape.
Okay.
So I'll just give it a quick spray over here.
You're spraying that on top of the masking?
Yes. You
Okay.
leave the masking on both sides, so it's
Okay.
sprayed directly on top of the masking.
Okay, awesome.
So there's the transparency, and then you just take the earring and just make sure it's completely on the
So
transparency paper.
the part that you
sprayed goes
sprayed.
down, yeah, because you
Okay.
want it to adhere.
Okay. And you press down like that?
Yep, you just press down it. It'll usually stick right away.
So is this what we're
There
doing?
you go. Yep.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll just set these aside because I like them to dry a little bit.
Okay.
And now it's time to mix up the epoxy.
How much are you putting?
I just eyeball it. We're only making 2 pairs, so we really don't need that much. I'm probably making too much.
And now what are you doing?
I'm just mixing them.
Is there any reason why you put them in 2 separate ones before you combine them?
You have to measure it. Because you have to have equal parts.
Okay, equal parts,
guys.
got it.
Otherwise, you'll have issues.
Okay.
All right, now we just stir. You'll know when it's done mixing. You can see there's a lot of air bubbles in there, and that's okay. They will go away, so don't worry. Since we're using 2 different colors, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split it up in 2 cups.
1 cup's for me.
1 cup is for Emily. Emily's going to give this a go.
This is my first time ever working with resins. I've been afraid, and I've been like, I need Mindy to teach me before I can go for it.
All right, here you
Okay.
go. Now, a little goes a long way, guys, and the good thing about it is start with a little bit, and if you want to make the concentration a little deeper, a little darker, you can always add more.
Okay.
You can never take away.
Okay, so
All right.
start
So really, I
with
use,
a little.
like, when I say a little bit, I'm talking like a little bit.
Okay. Wait. Approve, is that?
Yeah, that's good. It's
Okay.
like, and you might need more.
Okay, now what?
Just stir it up.
This is fun. I didn't have to put enough. I tried to copy Mindy and it was just enough. It looks great.
Perfect.
It's gonna be so pretty.
The good thing about this too is like you really can't mess it up. You can't mess up the color, you can't mess up the concentration. So let's go.
Okay, now what?
All right, as you can see, the masking is on both sides. That's very, very important.
Sorry.
Okay, Emily.
I can't control myself, huh?
I know.
Okay, now what?
Emily's a lot younger. She doesn't need glasses. My old eyes need some glasses.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
So there you go. You just drip it in, and you're gonna be a little more careful than I am at first. So you just want it to be flush, but see, I got in too much. The beauty of it is, take it off.
Oh, cool.
Stick it back in, and look at it. Looks like I barely took any out, but it totally
And that little
worked.
bit that's like on the masking, that'll just come off when you peel it?
It's fine, yep.
Okay.
I mean, obviously you want to be careful.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of like, see, it'll eventually flood, and if you can't get in those little spots, just put it somewhere where it's bigger, and it'll eventually go there. If it doesn't, just use the tip.
Oh, that's why you like these cute,
Yes.
Sorry, what are they, popsicle sticks?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you use the bigger ones, you're not as precise. It'll make a mess. It'll
You
get
can't
more
into
in
the
it.
corners.
Right, but the bigger
Okay.
ones are good sometimes. This is just a very delicate pattern, so you want to use a smaller one. If you're using something that has like a big opening in it, you can obviously still use this size. I prefer to use this size all the time, but you can use bigger ones. They work too. It just might take a little more finesse. Now, if you want to take your camera and go really close and look at the sides, you'll see how it's like just level. If you do too much and it overflows, it looks bumpy. Like, see if you like look at this one right here. Like, see that one, how it's completely overflowed? That's too much. So what I'm gonna want to do is I'm just gonna want to go into a couple of these.
Maker Mindy, you are so good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna want to just take a little bit out.
Okay.
So
awesome.
Your work time with this epoxy, I think it says on the bottle that you might get, 20 to 40 minutes before it starts hardening. Unfortunately, when you mix epoxy pigments in it, your work time drastically reduces. You will notice when it gets thicker, but I have a tip for you later to show you what to do when that happens as well.
Awesome.
All right, are you ready, Emily?
I am.
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
try to follow the pro.
You can totally do it. I have faith in you.
All right, so I'm using it for the first time, and like it feels really droopy, but Mindy says don't be scared, so I'm not gonna be scared. Awesome.
Feels drippy.
Oh, these are gonna be so pretty.
Oh, you have no idea.
And I'm not an earring girl, to be honest with you, but now that I've just made these, I can see that I'm gonna want to wear these all the time.
You are. The thing is I've worn the same pair of studs for about 20 years, and then once I started making earrings, I said, hey, I gotta be my own advertisement.
Yeah.
It was a little out of my comfort zone, but I wore them. I think the one thing that everybody tells me when they purchase some of my earrings is that they're surprised at how lightweight they are.
I just made a mess.
It's okay, we'll fix it.
Okay.
It's great beauty of it. It's not gonna matter.
Okay.
We'll clean it up.
All right. So now, all right. So you're saying like here, I went over. So I'm gonna try to pick some up.
Yeah, just take a little bit out.
Oh.
Go.
And what do I do about this bulge that fell over?
We'll just take a little paper towel and we'll clean it up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Ooh. All right. Do you approve? Do I pass?
I gotta look at it up close.
Okay, good.
Let me see. Actually, you could put a tiny bit more in that one right there. Just put a little bit in that one.
Where? Oh, like in this
right
corner?
Here. Not even in the corner, just in the whole crevice.
Yes, ma'am.
Just put a little drop in that crevice.
Okay. How's that?
Should be perfect.
All right. Okay.
All right, now that Emily and I have both filled our earrings, here comes a really important step. It's not completely necessary, but I find that it definitely makes a difference. The great thing about the epoxy is the air bubbles that I showed you earlier, those will work themselves out, but if you use a heat gun, it will help you and ensure that all the air bubbles are out. This is just a Wagner heat gun. I think it was like $30 at Home Depot.
Oh my gosh, I need one.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Do not use a hairdryer. Do not, I repeat, do not use a hairdryer.
Why?
Because the difference between a heat gun and a hairdryer is a hairdryer blows out that hot wind and it blows it. It's going to blow your epoxy all over the place.
Okay.
A heat gun is a heat source, but it doesn't give the airflow. So that's really the difference. If any of you a long time ago used to do stamping or embossing, a little embossing heat gun will work perfectly too.
Okay.
Because that also doesn't give the airflow, it just gives the heat source.
Interesting.
So we're going to turn this on.
It's not loud.
No, it's not loud at all.
Not like my hairdryer.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you want to get a close-up, Emily, you can see how the air bubbles,
Oh, I can feel it.
they'll disappear.
Oh.
And you don't want to, I know it's hard to see because it casts a shadow, but and you want to move it around. You don't want to just set it.
Okay. Because that'll help push all the
you
bubbles
can see
out.
there's something in there, a little piece of dust or something. We'll get that out.
Okay.
And all you want to do is go back and forth over it a couple times. Let's go ahead and get that out before it starts to set. All you do, if you have a mistake, is just get it out.
Okay.
It's that easy. I know earlier I told you too, if your epoxy starts to harden before you're done, all you have to do, hit it with your heat gun a little bit.
Oh, smart.
And you can see how runny it's getting.
Okay.
Just hit it with your heat gun. It'll give you a little extra time to work.
Okay, so you're just using the heat gun to get the bubbles out.
Yep.
And now we just leave it alone for how long?
At least overnight, at least 24 hours you want to let it sit.
Okay.
And then you just leave it alone. One thing that you do need to consider is I have made earrings before late at night and done it in my garage and had the garage door open. You have to be careful for bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Because they will come in, they're attracted to the light.
That's like when I spray paint at night.
Right, they will. Murphy's Law, if you're in a hurry and you're trying to hurry, they will land in your epoxy. I promise you.
Okay.
Alright guys, another interesting thing is you don't always have to use mica pigments. You can use alcohol inks. These are just some Ranger alcohol inks that I picked up at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
And I made some last night, and I'll show them to you in just a minute. That way you can see the difference between an alcohol ink and a pigment.
So instead of putting the pigment in the epoxy mixture, you put this instead?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Just a drop or two. A little goes a long way on these as well.
Got it.
Here's some finished earrings that I actually made last night to speed up the process a little bit.
Okay.
So all you do is you peel off the back, and it peels off the masking. See how perfect that is?
That's so
no drips,
pretty.
no anything.
I love it.
I love to work with dental tools. They're my favorite. I love them. I have all different kinds. This one is great for taking off masking.
Okay.
So what you're going to want to do is...
Now, I know some people use Gorilla Tape. You still prefer your dental tool?
I do.
We're creatures of habit, right?
We sure are.
I've been using needle, and I'm so used to it.
Oh
People
my
are like,
God,
"Stop doing that." I'm like, "Okay."
I started with a needle until I found this.
Okay.
And then see any of the drips, any of the mistakes.
Oh, that looks great. Can I?
It's absolutely perfect.
You know what? I kind of like how it's just. I mean, it's like almost perfect. Like here, it's perfect.
Right. It's different sizes,
but
because
I kind of like the little dip.
Yeah, see,
It's
there's
like
there technically is a front and a back to it, and people prefer different sides.
Okay. I'm gonna give Mindy's dental tool.
Go ahead. You're gonna be a believer.
Maybe I'll finally get rid of my little sewing needles.
Hi, buddy. Here. Hang on. Let me get that. Hang on.
It's got lots of sloppy kisses. I love it.
Sorry, Lily and Blue, my two dogs, just came in and attacked Emily.
You know what? I think I'm a believer.
I told you. And I'm going to show you too. Hang on a minute. I'm going to open this drawer while I'm talking to you.
Okay.
That actually is not my favorite one. This one.
Oh, this
is my favorite one. And if you notice, it's got purple marked around. I took a little purple vinyl, if you want to see. And I marked it so I can easily find my favorite one.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute. I love it. Okay, last step. So you're going to show us how to put the hardware on, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're the best.
I actually just get all my hardware from Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
I don't like to order it on Amazon or anywhere because the quality, I've done it before and it's kind of crummy. These are the type of jewelry pliers I like to work with, the ones that are angled. For me, it's just easier.
Okay.
Sorry, my hands are
So that's what they're called,
dirty.
jewelry pliers.
That's my term. And there's probably a technical term for them, but...
I like your term.
I don't know.
Okay.
So basically, you just open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Put your fish hook through it. Some people do a smaller hook or a smaller jump ring and then a bigger jump ring. I think it just depends on the type of earring.
Okay.
And then all you do is close it.
That's it?
And voila.
Why was I so afraid?
Let's see how gorgeous her earrings look.
Yeah, I love it. So
Thank
pretty.
you, Heather. Your earrings are gorgeous. Again, this came from Lobo Designs.
I love it. Okay, so we are wearing our earrings, and Mindy has a variation. So these are, oh, they're so pretty.
This is the same earring. One's in walnut, right here, and this one's made in acrylic.
I love it.
Just a little more fun, a little lighter than wood.
Okay, guys, that was so much fun. This is it for today, and I hope you had fun today with these two moms.
With a laser.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We hope that was helpful, Maker. Show us some love, leave us some comments below, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you here next time on That Mom with the Laser.